What a nice group of friends we've got tonight with us. Very nice. David, we have to, of course, start with Monday's events, the Queen's funeral. We heard your voice at Windsor. And we've heard your voice commentating on lots and lots of big events, lots of historic events. But this must have been a very big moment for you.
It was. It was big because it felt like the end of an era. It's not the end of an era, but it felt like the end of an era. So that 70 years on the throne coming to an end, and because I think people were just very moved by the response there was, Westminster Hall, the processions and all that. But I was in Windsor doing the very final stages of the funeral and watching that coffin go down into the vault and watching those instruments of power, the crown and the orb and the sceptre being taken back, that had been given to the Queen at the coronation and put on the altar, that the reign was over, I was very moved by that.
It was incredibly moving when the crown was removed, wasn't it?
Yeah. The other thing I really liked, I loved the sight of that entire procession of drums and pipers and heralds and things walking down a country lane towards Windsor. There was a wonderful moment when they were just walking on the lane, and I'd seen them on Saturday morning at 5 in the morning at dawn.
During the rehearsal?
They all rehearsed.
Yeah.
It was extraordinary, all of them, with the bands playing, the drums playing, the horses jumping around, and went all the way up to the castle. So we were involved in it for 3-4 days, those events, and spent a lot of time talking to people and finding out about what was going to happen. And no, it was a very magical moment. It was a huge privilege to be there. And also, it's very difficult having the last word in a thing like that. You know, there's so much has gone on, and somehow you have to bring the thing to a conclusion. It was very difficult and moving.
And you did it beautifully, as always.
Well, we'll be chatting to you all about your new projects a bit later in the show. And if you want to, at home, join in on the conversation, then get in touch with us in all the usual ways.
Now, this week marks 7 months since war began in Ukraine. Since then, over 100,000 refugees have been welcomed here in the UK.
Now, for this week's One Big Thank You, we were asked to surprise 2 brilliant women who've gone above and beyond to help the refugees settle into their community.
Here are their friends and family to tell us more.
Let's talk new music, new solo album, Land of Dreams. Is the title a nod to your move to sunny LA?
I think a little bit. I don't know whether it's the same for you guys, but I think when you're writing a record or making a record, you kind of soak up the environment that you're in, and that kind of comes through in the music. Yeah. And I've made records in London. I've done them in the back garden when I went through my Tom Waits phase, and I was making a record in the bottom of the back garden. I've done them in Manchester. I've done one in New York, and it was, I guess, a dream of mine to go somewhere new and to write and record a new record, and Los Angeles was that for me. I soaked up the atmosphere, and I met great producers out there, great musicians, and made a record.
And you say over the last 3 years that you've become a music super fan. Now, what's the story there then, Mark?
It's very true indeed. I saw you at Coachella as well, but yes, I saw when you got up with Harry at Coachella.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there. I mean, I've been everywhere. So during the pandemic and lockdown, a lot of, obviously, concerts, the venues closed, and but there's a beautiful venue in Los Angeles called the Hollywood Bowl, which is an open air amphitheater. You would have played there with 5 Grammys. You've definitely played. But I haven't, so I was a fan, and so it was wonderful for me to book. I was going online, booking my tickets, getting in the car, waiting outside for 2.5 hours. With my ticket for the concert, I saw so many people there, getting my slice of pizza, sitting in the audience. I honestly became an audience member, and it was really inspiring to be on that side and to be seeing artists up there. It made me want to get up there, back up on stage again, which I'm doing next month in October. I'm back out on tour. But also, it was just really nice to be with an audience and to see the bits that everybody jumps up and down. You know, the Black Eyed Peas. Tonight's going to be a good night. Yeah. Let's get it on.
Well, Mark,
it was fab.
Your new single is called Magic. It's brilliant. We played it on Radio 2. And let's have a look at the video then.
that was great fun. The confetti that I threw up in the air on that video, I was cleaning out of the car for I hired that car.
Yeah, what is that car? It's like a toy car.
Do you know what? I don't actually know. It's kind of like, a toy car. Kind of probably a good description for it. But I hired this car. I thought it was really good. And I asked my son, do you want to, come out with me? He's like, Dad, I'm not coming out in that car. He said that's what all the tourists get when they turn up in Los Angeles. But I thought, that's kind of good for me. That's kind of what I am. But it was great fun. But the confetti cleaning out took me like 2 hours. I was there with the Hoover. But, and the weird thing is, because you're low, and you think you're going really fast, so you're low and your hair's blowing in the wind, and I'm going, yeah, this is really cool. And then you pass one of those, things on the side of the road that tell you how fast you're going.
Yeah.
And it says 23 miles an hour. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going really slow. Brilliant.
Now, Mark, as you mentioned, you're going out on the road in October.
Yeah.
Will you be performing, obviously, with the new songs? Will you be performing some Take That tracks as well?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm 50 this year, and I'm kind of celebrating my whole career.
Into
exactly.
the 50s, yeah.
And I'm playing all songs from some Take That songs. I've got a really good set list. As you guys know, set list is really important.
Oh, yeah.
And about 3 weeks ago, I had that eureka moment where I went, that's it. That's the set list. So I'm really excited.
And we've got lots of Mark Owen / Take That fans. They were out there earlier.
Yeah.
But they're going to be really happy, Mark, aren't they? Because a big year for Take That next year. Is it right you've got a musical and a film?
Yeah, we've got a film coming out. Actually, you were talking about Strictly, and Jade Adams, who is also one of the dancers, who I want your person to win, but I'd like our person to come second. She's on there as well.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's amazing, yeah. So we're doing a movie. It's out in spring.
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah, with our music in it.
Oh,
No, we're not in the
fabulous.
movie. We have a cameo.
I was going to say, you must do a little
We had
cameo.
like 2 seconds. We're there. We went to Athens. We've had a great time because we went to Athens to film our cameo role, and then the next day we went to Cannes to promote our movie and to say the movie's coming. So I mean, we've been.
Wow.
It was a fab 2 days.
Brilliant. Now, Mark's new album, Land of Dreams, is out tomorrow, and tickets for his UK tour are on sale now. Shania, I was lucky enough to sing with you last year. It was a great moment for me. And
I was lucky to sing with you.
Now get out of town. Thank you. Stop. Say that
Why
again.
didn't nobody call me?
Yeah, well, but you're releasing new music. A bit of a hiatus for the last 5 years. A new solo record. Tell us all about it.
Well, during the pandemic, I went crazy and did a lot of writing. I probably went crazy too, but I definitely went crazy doing a lot of songwriting. So it was very productive. But it was the type of writing that I just wanted to get myself out of this anxious thing that we were all in. We can't travel anywhere. What are the rules? The rules changing every day, every week. All the restrictions. It was getting everybody down. And I just, I got to pick myself up, get on the guitar, write some music. So the music ended up being very chirpy, very playful, very fun. I still have a lot of strong things to say, but with that sense of humor and playfulness that I enjoy putting into music and, to inspiring other people and uplifting. So it's very uplifting, energetic music.
Nice.
Well, nobody has seen or heard the video. So this is I'm going to call it a world exclusive. This is the brand new single, Waking Up Dreaming. Never been seen before. Here it is. Away with that. You look unbelievable.
Well, the song's called Waking Up Dreaming. And, as much as I love dreaming in the night, I try to remember my dreams when they're great. You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, God, that was such a great dream. Maybe I should go back to sleep and keep dreaming it. But I'm definitely a daydreamer. And daydreaming allows you to dream about things that may never become a reality. It's all about escapism. I'm definitely one of those daydreamers. So a lot more fun to dream while you're awake and make up what it is you might want to be. In this particular song, I want to be I want to just be a rock star. I want to be Prince. I want to be, somebody who, I want to be Cyndi Lauper. I want to be all of these fun, crazy things that I've never actually done in any of the fashion things that I've done in the past. So very unconventional for me. Pink hair.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then the red. Oh, you haven't even seen the other hairs, and you haven't seen the eyelashes yet. Wait
wow.
till you see the eyelashes. So I had a lot of fun. It was
Great.
really great fun.
Now, everybody is saying that we are going back to the 90s. Good for you too.
Yeah.
And your earlier songs have had a bit of a sort of a, what's the word? Like a moment
Resurgence,
on
yeah.
TikTok. A resurgence, that's the word. Yes.
Yeah.
TikTok is a fun place. I have a lot of fun on TikTok. I do
good.
really fun, crazy things. Oh yeah, like making my bed, and it's so random.
Where are you?
I love the randomness of TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just making my bed, and I like to be goofy anyway. I'm a playful person. I like to have fun, and so TikTok is that. It's a fun platform. You know, I'm just making the bed, and I'm still in my pajamas, and just decided to head out. It's just all real random.
It is. That's
Nothing
social
planned
media
about
for you.
that. Yeah, no rehearsals involved with that.
Now, you're here in the UK because you are filming season 2 of ITV's Starstruck. How's it been on the panel? Are you enjoying it?
It's like a vacation. I am so enjoying, as a music lover, I'm just so into the music I can barely stay in my seat. And then I'm so impressed by the everyday person that's got the everyday job, a nurse, a janitor, public service. And they get up there and sing in this very overwhelming setting. It's a big stage, it's a big production. And they become, for those moments, their star. There's no competitiveness in it. It's all done in very fun spirit. So there's a lot of laughs. There's a lot of compassion, a lot of respect. And I'm having the time of my life. I'm just enjoying it.
Lovely.
I mean, you stepped in for Shania. Did you wear the cat suit?
Well, I tried my best. You know, the hair. I have the hair. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me step in there while you were in Vegas. Thank you.
Shania's
Thank
new
you.
single, Waking Up Dreaming, is out at midnight tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for any messages, but thank you very much. That's all we have time for tonight. Thank you so much to
Yes.
our guests for joining
Great
us.
to see you. Thank you.
I'll be back on Monday with Jermaine, as Strictly will be here, of course,
Yes.
on BBC One tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Have a lovely evening,
Have a
everybody.
lovely
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Thanks.